me if you need help on that side.
Closing with Kaiser. Recon airborne.
Yes, let's get it, yo. Let's get it, yo. I got it. Oh, got the nuke, baby. Yeah.
Recon searching for targets.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is BlazedRedemption, and today what I have for you guys is going to be another tips and tricks video, pretty much explaining to you guys how you guys are going to get vicious medals in Call of Duty World War II, and also the best class setup for the SCG. So I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Also hit that notifications bell to stay updated, and I will see you guys in the video. Peace. Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is BlazedRedemption, and today what I have for you guys is another tips and tricks video for Call of Duty World War II. So before we do get into today's video, guys, it would be greatly appreciated if you can actually subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new and do actually enjoy the content. Also hitting the like button to show a little bit of support, and last but not least, hit that notifications bell down below to stay updated with literally each and every single video and live stream that does come to the channel. So without further ado, we're going to be talking about how to get a vicious medal in Call of Duty World War II. So the first tip I have for you guys is going to be my class setup. This is a class setup that I birthed, the class setup that I put together, the class setup that I pretty much just came together with, and just it's absolutely insane. So guys, the class setup you guys are going to be seeing on screen right about now is going to be the STG44 equipped with a reflex, a grip, and rapid fire. Now some of you guys might be questioning, like, yo Blaze, why do you use rapid fire? Why are you using this class setup? You know, usually you're just using something like a reflex and a grip and a standing max or something like that. But literally guys, this is my first day back on the Call of Duty World War II beta, and this rapid fire literally sets this weapon completely off. If you put on rapid fire on this thing, you're gonna completely outgun enemies in any type of gunfights you guys encounter if you guys can maintain accuracy and also follow the tips and tricks that we're gonna be talking about in today's video. Also guys, the division that we were using is gonna be the infantry. Now remember in the first class up I told you guys about this, I told you guys to run the airborne division, and the reason I told you guys that is because I said you guys can move faster whenever you're shooting, and you guys can pretty much just get around the map faster. But guys, if you're using the infantry division literally with assault rifles, this is what this division is built for. It is built for you guys to be able to strafe, and it's built for you guys to be able to put 3 attachments up on your assault rifle, because in this game you really need more than just 2 attachments with an assault rifle if you're gonna be playing around, because with the airborne division guys, you're already given 3 attachments. So if you can put 3 attachments up on your assault rifle, then it's pretty much just matches you up to be able to win those gunfights with people who use submachine guns. So guys, breaking down the infantry division, the first trait that this division actually comes with, it pretty much allows you guys to put a bayonet on your assault rifles. This pretty much gives you guys a knife on the front of your assault rifle, so whenever you get into a situation where you actually have to knife somebody because you have to reload or something like that, somebody's right in your face and they're like camping in the corner, whatever the case may be, you guys can go ahead and smash down the R3 button and get yourself a kill and stay inside of the fight and also up in your gun streak. Also guys, with this division, it allows you guys to put an extra attachment on your primary weapon. So pretty much like I said in the beginning, it allows you guys to put more than just 2 attachments on your weapon. So when you're using assault rifles, you can pretty much stay in the fight and, you know, be able to keep up the same firing rate that some of these guys are using submachine guns in this game. You can pretty much put those 3 attachments on there guys, and it's just gonna make your weapon so much more overpowered and make it so much more easier for you guys to get kills inside of Call of Duty World War II. The next trait of this division guys is that it allows you guys to get extra magazines. So pretty much whenever you start off a match and you're not using a forge as a basic training trait, you guys can still start off the match with pretty much the max amount of ammunition that your weapon can hold. I want to say that it gives you actually like 3 extra clips, so that whenever you get into gunfights and things of that nature right there and you can't find a weapon, pretty much guys, you have enough ammo to suffice and continue on with your streak. And the last trait of this division guys is that it allows you guys to move faster whenever you're aiming down sights. So this pretty much is a stock inside of this game. I know that in this game you actually cannot equip this attachment on your weapon, so if you guys are using the infantry division with your STG guys, it's pretty much just going to make it where you guys can all strafe those guys using submachine guns, and also the people that are using the airborne division, which also allows you guys to move faster with your characters and just makes it easier for you to get kills. So if you're using the infantry stacked up with 4 attachments up on your weapon, plus you're able to aim down and strafe faster whenever you're shooting your enemies. It pretty much gives you guys the upper advantage upon people who use submachine guns, because if you can win a close gunfight because of the rapid fire advantage, and you can also map people across the map because of the fact that it's an assault rifle, you pretty much gonna have yourself an all-around straight up beastie class setup where you can continue on with your streak and get nice gameplay. Now guys, the next thing I have for this class setup is going to be the basic training trait, like I mentioned before, which is the Forge, guys. And the Forge pretty much allows you guys to be able to re-up on ammunition, and also allows you guys to switch weapons faster. So this pretty much allows you guys to have Scavenger and Fast Hands within the same trait, pretty much giving you guys the upper hand, so that in the case that you guys run out of ammunition because you didn't find a Scavenger pack, and you have a weapon that you actually picked up off the ground, it allows you guys to be able to switch weapons fast and be able to stay up on your streak, because that is one of the most important things when playing Call of Duty. If you cannot get to your secondary weapon fast enough, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna end up dying. So with this basic training trait right here, guys, it pretty much helps you guys once again with being able to switch weapons faster. And also, whenever you kill an enemy, you can pretty much run over their body, and it allows you guys to re-up on ammunition, also stacking up with the extra mags that the infantry division already gives you whenever you actually pick the division. Alright guys, now we're gonna be moving into some of the tips and tricks that I want to tell you guys about in today's video. And this is pretty much the part of the video, guys, where you guys really want to pay attention to what I'm talking about, because these are some of the most critical things that's going to help you guys with getting into your score streaks, staying alive, being able to win gunfights, things of that nature right there, and just being able to make it so much easier for you guys to get vicious medals or nuclear inside of Call of Duty World War II. So the first tip I have for you guys is going to be your playstyle, and the playstyle that I highly suggest you guys are using is going to be something that I call passively aggressive. When you're playing passively aggressive, guys, this pretty much means that you guys are playing very smart and very tactical, pretty much using the map to your advantage and knowing what routes and things of nature right there to pretty much help you guys get into your score streaks easier. So whenever you're playing passively aggressive, guys, you're playing super close attention to your mini map, pretty much paying attention to where everyone is up on the map. If you know where your teammates are up on the map, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna know exactly where your enemies are up on the map, because if your enemies are not using suppressed weapons, then they're gonna show up on the map, and you guys can pretty much pick them off the alleyways and off the head glitches, or wherever in whatever engagement you guys end up seeing your enemies at. Your enemies are always gonna spawn on the opposite side of where your teammates are, unless of course you're inside of the enemy spawns. Then 9 times out of 10, guys, you have a chance of enemies actually spawning right on top of you, which can actually cause you guys to die and lose your streak. So I highly recommend, guys, that you guys to stand around your teammates, playing passive aggressive and just playing very smart and very tactical, pretty much using the map to your advantage and using your teammates to know exactly where the enemy positioning could possibly be. Another tip that I have for you guys whenever you're playing passively aggressive, guys, you guys want to be pre-aiming alleyways. You guys want to be pre-aiming doorways, pre-aiming head glitches, and pretty much pre-aiming places where you know that the enemy could potentially come from, or places that you know enemies like to camp or hide, or pretty much generally come from whenever going to objectives or things of that nature right there. Also, like I said before, guys, whenever you're playing passively aggressive, guys, you're using cover and you're also using head glitches. When I say cover, guys, if you pay attention to the way that I'm playing, I'm staying very close to the wall when I'm near doorways. I'm standing over top of broken down boxes and couches and things of that nature right there, and pretty much making it to where my enemy can only see the upper half of my body, if not just my head. So it makes it a little bit harder for them to kill you and easier for you to kill them, because they can't see your whole body but you can see their whole body, and you're just gonna be able to get into your score sheet so much easier this way, guys. You're gonna stay alive so much longer this way, and this pretty much goes with playing tactical, guys. This is very important if you guys want to be actually getting vicious medals in Call of Duty World War II. Now the last tip I have for you guys for whenever you're playing passive aggressive, guys, you guys want to be playing around the outskirts of the enemy spawns. So when I say this, literally, if your enemies have C flag captured, you guys want to pretty much push into their spawns and just stay around the outskirts of their spawns, pretty much making it to where if you kill them on one side, they're gonna spawn on the other side, and you can pretty much use that alleyway to kill them and pretty much continuously rotate around their spawns and making them want to come back to you, but also knowing exactly where they're gonna come from. If you're on one side of the enemy spawns, they're gonna spawn on the other side, unless of course you're in a very small map where the enemy spawn is pretty much right next to where you're standing at. Then 9 times out of 10, guys, you really don't want to play that close to the enemy spawns, but still play around the perimeter and make it to the factor where you can actually see where the enemy comes out whenever they respawn, and make it where you can get those easy, clean, and solid kills every single time and continue on with your streak. Now moving on into tip number 2, guys, this is going to be talking about rush routes. This is pretty much knowing where to go up on the map, knowing where you guys can go to get the easy kills without being spotted by the enemy, and just making it so much easier for you guys to get into your score streaks. Whenever you're going through your rush routes, guys, you ever find yourself playing the game and you go a certain way on the map, and literally whenever you're doing this, the enemies don't end up seeing you much, but you're still within a position to where you can kill them and continuously rotate the same way. This pretty much goes hand in hand with playing within the outskirts, but there are literally certain parts up on the map where you guys can just run straight through and find the enemy and kill him, and continuously just run a loop type deal between the spawns, pretty much making it to where you guys can continuously and easily get your kills, and also stay off the radar and stay off the mini map. Because if you're killing your enemies fast and they don't know exactly where you're coming from, all they can really do is watch their mini map and hope to be able to predict where you're coming from. And this is where your rush routes come in handy. If you can figure out a route to go up on a map where you can get to your enemies easy and stay alive, this is what you guys want to be doing. I highly recommend that if you guys don't have any rush routes, to use the rush routes that you see inside of my videos, guys. Pay attention to the way that I'm playing, the routes that I run up on the map, you know, pretty much where I go and how I use the map to my advantage, guys. That is so important to getting nukes and things of that nature right there in Call of Duty World War II. Also, guys, whenever you're using your rush routes, you guys want to be playing into cutoffs and flanks. Flanking is pretty much to where you run on the opposite side of the map to where your enemies are, and you pretty much come up behind them and get kills, and also do the same thing running back in the same direction. Now, one downside to whenever you're flanking, a lot of times if you come up behind two enemies or something like that, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be 1 or 2 more enemies right behind them, because whenever people play Call of Duty, they tend to follow their teammates. So whenever you're flanking, guys, you got to pay close attention to your minimap and know exactly when to push and where to push, and that goes hand in hand with your rush routes, guys. That is so important. Being able to cut off your enemies, being able to flank them, that is so important to get into your score streaks. Now, the last tip I have for you guys is going to be winning gunfights. Now, this one of all of them is probably the most important, even more important than your class setup, because if you can't win gunfights, then how you guys expect to go up on a 30 kill streak and get a nuclear or a vicious medal in Call of Duty World War II? So whenever you're trying to win gunfights, guys, I have something that I like to call the aim in, aim out tip. And pretty much what I mean by this, guys, if you find yourself in a gunfight and your accuracy is starting to stray off, guys, what you guys want to do is aim out and quickly aim right back in. And guys, with this tip right here, this pretty much takes over the aim assist and the target assist within the game, giving you guys a snap on accuracy up on your enemy, and it's just gonna make it so much easier for you guys to win gunfights and be able to continue on with your score streak. Also, guys, whenever you're trying to win gunfights, you guys want to be aiming for the upper body and also for headshots, because whenever you shoot an upper body and headshots, you're gonna kill your enemy faster, your shots are gonna register more, and it's pretty much just gonna make it so much easier for you guys to in turn win gunfights. Now, if you guys are a little bit more advanced, or if you guys, you know, been playing the game for a little bit while, you guys can also use a couple of different techniques. One being a jump shot, and pretty much the jump shot is whenever you're jumping and you're aiming at the same time, or you pretty much just jump around a corner and pre-aim or something like that. It's pretty much what you guys do when you're jump shotting. And also, guys, with drop shotting, you guys all know what drop shotting is. If you run up to an enemy and they pretty much catch you off guard, all you guys have to do is pretty much drop to the ground and shoot at the same time, and it gives you guys the upper advantage to be able to win a gunfight, because 9 times out of 10 people do not expect you to drop shot. People do not expect you to jump shot. They expect you to just either come straight around the corner or be sitting on top of objective, and that is pretty much why people throw grenades and things of the nature right there. So if you guys are jump shotting and drop shotting, that pretty much is going to help you guys win gunfights and be able to easily get into your score streaks and outgun your enemies every single time. The last tip I have for you guys with winning gunfights is going to be something I like to call a peekaboo. And when I say a peekaboo, guys, if you ever find yourself running around a corner and you see an enemy but you're not completely around the corner, guys, what you guys want to do, literally turn around, go back to where you were, and just jump back around the corner. That is a peekaboo. The enemy is 9 times out of 10 gonna expect you guys to run out in the other direction. So if you guys have to run around the corner and jump back out at them, that's gonna scare them, and you guys can pretty much win easy gunfights by doing that. So guys, this pretty much wraps up all the tips and tricks that I have for you guys. We're going for vicious medals in Call of Duty World War II. I really do hope these tips were very helpful for you guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Also, hitting that notifications bell to stay updated with literally each and every single video and live stream that does come to the channel. Hashtag vicious in the comment section down below, guys, if you've actually stayed to the video in this point. Hashtag Blaze Empire, you guys know what that is. is. We're out here on a grind. We're growing together. We're the Blaze Empire. You guys are the Blaze Empire. If you're watching this video right now, you are part of the Blaze Empire. No, I take that back. If you guys are subscribed to the channel and have on notifications, then you're part of the hashtag Blaze Empire. Also guys, if you guys do have on notifications or just recently turned on notifications, feel free to drop down hashtag notification squad in the comment section down below. This pretty much allows me to know who's been watching the videos once again and who's staying updated with the content that I do actually produce and put so much time and effort into every single night. So with that being said guys, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Once again, I hope you guys really did enjoy. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Also hitting that notifications bell to stay updated. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm back on the 10 streak, bro. I would have been past the 20 right now. They all pushing you on this left side, bro.
Recon airborne.
Mark, come over there with you.
Care package on the way. Protect the drops. Air troopers descending.